Well, let me take that back. I'm not going to say this is insane. This is more par for the course for what's to be expected. And to the person who always wants to give Hollywood folk the benefit of the doubt, or give really anybody in these creative spaces, because you got to understand, with current era Marvel and DC, a lot of those guys are writing with the aspirations to have their stuff depicted, and it shows in its work. As terrible as it might be, these are all activists in positions that they so happen to be having a job to act or whatever it is. And oftentimes, not all the time, they pitch things, they pitch ideas, and that idea becomes what it is. Now, granted, these people I'm willing to bet this heifer has no idea who the fuck Aunt May was before. She's not even playing Aunt May. She's like fucking 40 years old, or being depicted as some 40-year-old, not even fucking old Aunt May, which again, a primary thing in understanding who Aunt May was is how significantly older. They actually pointed that out, how significantly older in terms of Uncle Ben and Aunt May than they were Peter's like mother and father or whatever. So they completely just said, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We'd rather have Aunt May look like some younger chick. Okay, bet. Well, according to, there's an interview, big shout out to my man John F. Trent who covered this. Marisa Tomei, I don't know how to say their name, pitched the idea of making Aunt May a homosexual. Now I'm actually surprised she didn't get away. Everything else about this is fucked. All these characters are just them in name. Everybody surrounding Tom Holland's Peter Parker are just them in name. From Flash on down, like they're just MJ is Michelle Jones or whatever. It's all fucking like just goofy shit. Nonetheless, really surprised. But I am gonna make a point here, as they covered as an interview of Geeks of Color. Like, see, look, why is it that everybody that is in like nerd and geek stuff that are not white, most of them are black, feel like they have to lead with it? They call themselves blurs and they call themselves like, look at me, I'm black and I'm also a nerd. Nigga, you not special. Okay? Like, what the fuck are you? Why? I don't know why so many creatives, and of course, those are always going to be the guys that get the interviews and stuff. I ain't going to be the one. I'm not Access Media, so I ain't going to ever be the one. I ain't going to ever be the one to get those interviews or anything like that, despite me being blacker than all these motherfuckers. Anyway, I just thought that was weird. I always see they always call themselves like these. I'm black person that does this, like they're not supposed to be doing it. Like, bro, we all right? Congratulations. Like, you not like you worked for anything. You're just black. You came out that way, weirdo. Speaking to this relationship, that was a side note, and her on-screen dynamic with Favreau. Tommy stated he's so funny, his improv skills, blah, blah, blah. She continued, I really feel that their relationship is more off than on. I think they're friends, they get along, there's a true camaraderie, and they both invested in Peter so much. But I think it was just like they stuck together. It's like being on a desert island, right? There's no one else they can talk to. They like each other enough. They had their fun, their fling, but they are still cool with each other. Tommy then revealed she pitched a homosexual Aunt May. At one point, this was before even the idea of Happy showed up. There was a moment where I felt that maybe she should just be with a woman because Ben is gone. And who should she be with? And we were kind of talking about it, and so I really wanted Amy Pascal from Sony to be my girlfriend. I kind of just wish they just would have did it. I could have really made some cool videos out of that. Tommy then described how she pitched the homosexual Aunt May. I was like, no one even has to know, Amy. I'll just be a scene, and you'll be over there, and I'll just be like, hey, it'll be a subtle thing. No one went for it at the time. And some people would say thank God. But again, when you consider all of the other things that they fucked up with this, and I get it, everybody's still on their high from their nostalgia bait from before, and people still have issues with me not going to see No Way Home, which is fucking weird because I just simply have no interest in seeing it. People took exception to that. Oh, well, you got nothing good to say. It's funny how that always happens, man. It's just that, okay, because I always view it from a different perspective. And so if I view it and I criticize it, you got crackheads who gonna say I'm negative, blah, blah, blah. I can't enjoy things. It's a different universe, la, 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 la. And then because I said, okay, I'm not seeing it, they said the same thing. They said the same thing. I didn't even see it. Didn't even see it. Did a video saying I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in anything Marvel right now, DC. I'm not interested in anything they're putting out. And they said the same thing. But the reason why I want to bring this home is that, for one, it's a lot of y'all think, oh, well, we'll just show them by giving all this money to Sony and Marvel Studios, and they're going to show, because they made all this money, that all of this other dumb shit that they do, that's not the way to go. This is what makes money. I'm like, you don't think they know how this shit works? What you think, because they saw success, that's going to stop them from doing crackhead ass shit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even in Sony's little universe, that are just such a deviation that it doesn't make sense? You think this movie's going to stop them from it? We got Ironheart on the way. America Chavez is on the way. We got Lady Thor's on the way. You think this movie's going to fucking get the hell up out of here, man? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all, I don't know why people always give Hollywood the benefit of the doubt. Like they could piss in your face, call it rain, and the people believe them. But this is the mindset, guys. This is why you see all those changes, man. This is why I'm out. I'm just out. I'm like, all right, they're not making movies for me. They're simply not. So bet. I got my own universe I got to worry about. So with the combination of those two things, why even do anything other than make fun of them? But this is what you're dealing with Hollywood. They want to bastardize essentially everything that they get their greasy ass hands on. That's what they exist to do. Every character, and on a serious note, I know I've been just a little kind of snarky here, but on a serious note, the characters exist as nothing more than a platform for the producers, artists, and the directors. And because Marvel don't have any rules over there anyway, nothing's off limits. So you can get goofy, you can get white as Guardians, you can get all that goofy shit, even though it doesn't make any fucking sense. You can get that because it's not about that. It's not about honoring any of that. They don't give a shit about that. They are more so, okay, hey, we get a base idea of what we can do if we use this character because they had already been created. But that's where the buck stops. After that, it's about the egos of everybody that's involved, and they have to leave their imprint on everything for whatever reason. See, one of the biggest comic book movies that was slept on for me, as far as a believable adaptation, where clearly the people that were involved didn't really give a shit about, they wanted to, I don't want to say modernize, it's the wrong term. They wanted to do something that made sense in this world, that was created for this time off a character that already existed before. It was Judge Dredd. Right? Modern Hollywood would never allow that to happen. Actor doesn't even show his face. They would never allow something like that to happen. Now, because they're too egotistical, they're too led by their political views, their social preferences and stuff. That's all they care about. So it's just a platform. It's just a platform to push whatever it is that they want. And I'm willing to bet this is obviously not the only story. We saw, I can't remember if it was Andrew Garfield that wanted Spider-Man to be bisexual or some weird shit. That's probably happening on the horizon very soon. But you see that it's about that. What box they can check, who they can anger, who they can make mad, bastardization, what's the term? Subversive. That's what it's about. You know? So understand where guys like myself come from. Number one, understand why we make fun of it, but more so, they're telling you the game plan, guys. We don't have to guess. I don't have to sit up here and guess that Hollywood is more, definitely in 2016, they like broke all of Hollywood. And now they figure like, okay, now it's about what boxes I can check and what other cool things that I can do regarding the social preferences. And we'll use known entities in order to put that out there. They're telling on themselves. It's not like we have to sit up here and guess that they're doing that. They just give interviews like it's such and say, yeah, I tried to make Aunt May gay. Did that have made any fucking sense? No. Would that have been criminal? Yeah, but she still tried it. I think the attempt in itself is insulting. But understand all the other amounts of needless changes, not changes for the better, right? It's not about having a one-by-one adaptation. It's about just at least honoring what already exists, right? They have no desire to fucking do that. Definitely going forward. Right now, it's about box checking. And you got these clapping ass seals. Anything they fucking put out. And God forbid you say, yeah, I'm not interested in that. Well, you're a hater, bitter, homophobe, transphobe, sexist, bigot, all the other buzz terms that throw out there because God forbid you didn't want to see Aunt May be gay or you're not interested in it.